What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And it is beautiful, sunny down here in Dallas, Texas. Super excited to come on this video with you guys, man. I am so fired up right now. If you can't hear it in my voice, I don't know what to tell you, but I wanted to come share something with you guys, and let's talk like grown people, right? Let's talk like grown people. Sometimes people don't like getting on these videos and being able to hear the truth, but I'm all about the facts. I'm all about bringing what's real, not what's fictional, right? Or non-fictional, whichever word it is, the news that's really not real. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. So what we're going to do, we're going to let Facebook do its thing, bring some people on. I've been just shooting videos here and there, so some people may not even know that I'm on right now. So I'm going to send out some invites, tell some people to hop their butt on. Let's get to it, because I got to talk to y'all today. What's up? What's up? If you coming on, let me know where you chiming in from, baby. I want to say what's up. Let y'all know that Derrick love you. Man, listen, I'm fired up right now. Y'all have no idea. No idea, baby. Yeah. Hold up. I'm just sending out these invites, letting people know what's going on. All right, cool. So, yo, check it. So I want to talk to you guys because this is something that's very serious, man. And I've been talking about this in the video from about this pandemic that has happened. Guys, listen, 2020, and I said this in the beginning of the year. I said 2020 was the year of lessons learned, but 2021 is the year of game planning with execution and no excuses. All right, let me say that one more time. 2020 was the year of lessons learned, but 2021 is the year of game planning with execution and no excuses. Okay, because listen, guys, if you have not seen what this pandemic did to so many people, guys, you are blind. You are still sleeping. We have seen millions of people losing their jobs, losing their homes, companies closing down. I mean, people were hurting financially, sitting around waiting for a government to come and bail them out, okay? Whether it was through unemployment, whether it was through stimulus checks, people were still waiting around. But during the waiting period, what was still coming, guys? The bill collectors did not stop calling your phone. Your landlord did not stop calling your phone, wanting to know where their money's at to pay your bills when people didn't have anything. It is a worldwide phenomenon that with this pandemic that everybody knew about, but still they're knocking at you wondering, what are you doing to generate an income, right? But here's the crazy thing about it. Craziest thing about it is that during this pandemic, the whole time, guys, the one thing that never closed down, never shut down, not one bit, was the internet. The pandemic didn't affect the internet at all, okay? So all of these years, people have been skeptical about working online and, working from home, starting home-based businesses and all of these things. And during this pandemic, the people who actually believed and took that leap of faith and got started actually were winning during the pandemic. Why? Because with this pandemic, when it started shutting things down and we had to wear these masks, right? We got to put these masks on the face, right? We have to social distance. Most people that even at jobs ended up having to work from home due to the pandemic to keep everyone safe, right? So what makes more sense? When you start a home-based business, the key word is home. And what's the best place to keep you and your family safe while generating an additional income for your family is in your home, guys. And let me just tell you guys, is that having a home-based business opens up so much. Guys, with a home-based business, people will stop overpaying in taxes because the government is incentivizing you for having a business. You know what I'm saying? You're able to generate an additional income that opens up doors to help you pay off your debts, get yourself ahead, put yourself in position to be able to do more for you and your family financially. All right? So Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you get on Google and you sit there and you're reading all the horrible articles and all of this stuff, and you're letting that create the fear inside of you that stops you from taking action, guys, 6 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever the case, you are going to be stuck in the same place, probably even worse. Because although fast forward into 2021, things are slowly starting to get back to normal. But guys, let me just tell you, inflation is about to skyrocket. Taxes are about to go up. But guess what's not going to move? Your income. And especially if you're just focusing on your job alone. Guys, listen. I am not here to tell you that a job is bad, okay? Because I still work my job. I'm thankful for my job because even during the pandemic, my job was still hiring people. We were making even more money during this pandemic, okay? So I'm truly grateful for it. But one thing that 2020 taught me is that these jobs are not loyal. And when the economy starts to change, a pandemic comes, the world turns, right? Companies will close their doors and let you go, leaving you with nothing. So why not take advantage of these home-based businesses and getting your stuff started and actually learning how to generate your own income? Man, I heard a phrase that like literally hit home for me. This lady said it and it just made sense and was so relevant to what was going on in 2020. She said, if you give people the power to feed you, you give the same people the power to starve you. Woo! Let me say that one more time because that should make your hair stand up on your arm, right? If you give people the power to feed you, you give the same people the power to starve you. Let me show you how that was relevant to 2021. When this pandemic was going on, jobs were being lost, companies were closing down. People didn't have money. Guess what? They were sitting around waiting for unemployment, waiting for the government to send out stimulus checks. I mean, how many times were you checking the news to see when another stimulus check was coming to help you with bills, right? To help bail you out. How many times were you looking at articles to see what was going to happen with unemployment, to see if you had any type of income that was going to be coming into you, right? You're giving the power to the people to feed you, right? You're giving the power to the government to feed you, right? Put them in control of your finances. So everybody was cool, right? Everybody was cool when they was getting that unemployment. Some of you guys are getting more on top of that, right? Helping you through. Still didn't make smart decisions and invest that money to start making more money, okay? But that's okay. Then the president started sending out them stimulus checks. Everybody was real happy about that, right? Getting them stimulus checks coming in, woo, right? Guess what? People blew that money. Didn't think that they should be preparing themselves financially, taking that money that was being given to them and turn it into something else that was going to generate them another income, right? Then that money was gone. And then you're back at square one. So then now you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs waiting, right? You're giving the power to a system, to a government where it was never designed for us to win. So as long as they're in control, they can give and take away. So what ended up happening was after a while of you guys receiving this unemployment and getting these stimulus checks, guess what happened? Cut you down. Cut stimulus checks off. And then you ain't have no money coming in again. Because now them same people that you gave the power to feed you were the same people that came back in and said, okay, well, we're giving too much. Let's pull some of this back, right? And gave them the same power to starve you. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, is that if you are not waking up and understanding that until you're in control of your own income, until you're in control to where you can make the decisions, where a pandemic will never come in and be able to rip your income that you work so hard for away from you and your family, you're going to always be subjected to these type of situations. You're always going to be subjected to these type of situations. I am just here to educate you guys because during this pandemic, I learned so much because I seen it. Even though I didn't lose my job and I didn't have to go through all of that, I seen what was happening around me, my family, and people, right? And it woke me up because it said, hey, I might be lucky now. I might be truly blessed right now to be with a company at my job where we grew through the pandemic, right? But I could have easily been part of those millions of people that got sent home, that didn't have an income in. I couldn't imagine what life would have been like not having an income, with me being a breadwinner in my family, having 4 beautiful babies, married. Everything is dependent upon what I bring into the household. So if that was ripped away from me, man, we could have lost our home. Our car could have got repoed. We could have been put in a worse situation. So guys, it is time to prepare for war in the time of peace. If you have extra money just laying around or whatever the case, this is the time for you to sit down and find a way to invest that money and get your money working for you. It is time for you to start generating another income that you are in control of. This is the time, because I can guarantee you this: that pandemic is not the first time that's going to happen, and it's damn sure not going to be the last. And we don't know what the next pandemic's going to bring. But you know what? When you get yourself set and you make the right decisions financially, you make the right investments, what you do is you make yourself pandemic proof, right? Recession proof. That means it don't matter what comes along. It doesn't matter if another pandemic comes, another recession, you are going to win because you are in control. You are in control. See, a lot of people sit around and they say this pandemic did this and oh, it was this. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to flip the script and tell you that this pandemic was an absolute blessing for a lot of people. For a lot of people. And the reason being is because if this pandemic never came in and didn't shake up the world the way it did, people would have still been on the same track that they were on. Just moseying along, hoping and wishing things would happen. You know what I'm saying? Window shopping in life, just kind of living, minimizing, their goals and their dreams. Oh, at least I got a roof over my head. I got 4 wheels, all of this. They would have continued doing that because that's what they was used to. But this pandemic came in, shook the world up, and it woke a lot of people up. And people said, I can no longer live my life like this. I can no longer live my life like this. I need to do something else. And one thing I learned is that in order for things to change, you have to change. And to have things that you've never had in life, guys, you got to do things that you've never done. So those very things that you've been fearful of all of these times, afraid to make investments or take that risk, the time is now. The time is now. Because here it is. If you decide to do something or decide major, when I say life-changing, something major. And I'm not going to even put it all over Facebook. I'm not going to put it on Facebook. I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm going to share it with people that hit me up. I promise you. If you come in and you follow exactly what I'm going to show y'all and how we doing it, you might as well get ready to go into your job and say, hey, thank you so much for the opportunity, but you're fired. You're fired, right? Tell your boss. And walk out of there with a smile on your face, because you'll never have to worry about money again. You'll never have to work for somebody else building their dreams while you struggling. It's time to build yours. See, listen, I'm thankful for everything that my teachers taught me. But when I got older and I started to understand the financial literacy that's been missing in my life, when I started to educate myself and ask questions and understand things from the other side of the lake, right? How the wealthy been living, how they've been continuing to be wealthy, how they're passing that wealth on to their children. When I started understanding that, I look back and I think to myself, my teachers in school prepared me to build a legacy for somebody else. My teachers taught me to be a part of a system, right? To work for somebody else, for their kids to go to the best schools while I was in public school, right? while my kids go to public school, right? Like I'm trying to break this down. But when I got connected with people that understood what it took to truly build a legacy, and they poured into me, that changed everything. The way I walk, the way I talk, my confidence, my excitement, the results that I'm seeing, it changed everything for me. And now I'm able to come in and bring people along because I'm in position to do that now. I'm in position to do that now. And I'm going to show y'all everything. All you got to do is believe, take that leap of faith, be coachable. And I promise you, I'm going to show you some stuff that, like, literally within the next 3 to 6 months, going to change everything for you and your family. Believe that. Believe that. It's game time. But like I said, this pandemic was an ultimate blessing for so many. And it was damn sure a blessing for me and my family because it woke me up and it showed me, Derrick, it is time to get to work. It is time to get to work. Nobody ain't going to come hand your family a legacy. They're not going to set your family's financial future up. They don't care about none of that. That's on your shoulders. So you can sit around and continue to make excuses and live in fear. Or you could switch that mindset up and say that you're tired of being sick and tired. You're tired of having to give your kids excuses on why they can't do the greater things in life, why they can't have the finer things in life, and telling them that story. Or you could switch it up and you can give them everything they deserve. The choice is yours. What you gonna do with it? You gonna sit around and wait for another pandemic till your back's against the wall and then be like, oh my God, life is so hard, I can't believe this? Or you gonna get off your butt and get in the game and take action? Like I said, 2020 was the year of lessons learned, but 2021 is the year of game planning with execution and no excuses. We not playing no more. So if you're afraid to take that leap of faith, if you live in a life of fear, stay on the sidelines until you're ready. But when you're ready to come in the game, get ready for what the results that you're going to see. Real talk. All right, so with that being said, I appreciate you guys. God bless. Man, today is a beautiful day. I am just so fired up, just truly blessed to come in and pour into you guys. Listen, come connect with me. If you're a person that's living paycheck to paycheck, you've been looking, you've been like just praying for something to just fall into your lap to help you and your family get out of that financial prison that you've been stuck in for so long, hit me up. Hit me up. Let's talk. If anybody shared this video with you and they got something that they can offer you to help you get out of that financial prison that you've been in, hit them up. Get in their message box. Let them know what's going on. Look at what they got. Look at the opportunity. Opportunity is knocking at your door. And it's time to let them in. Time to let them in. Stop leaving opportunity at your front door and leaving your door locked. Unlock that door. Let opportunity come in and change your life. All right? So, that's enough, man. I done gave y'all enough. Y'all ain't ready for my energy now, man. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Get ready, though, because these videos going to keep coming. Y'all going to see this smile. Y'all going to see this energy. Y'all going to feel everything I got. Because I'm going to put it all in these videos for y'all until y'all wake up and say, you know what? I want to be a part of that. Let's get it. All right? God bless. Love y'all. Go holler at y'all soon. Peace. Mwah.